What up, Wheatfield? What up, y'all's Wheat? What up, Wheatfield? What it do? Welcome back to the Wheatfield. Welcome to you. If you new, hey, welcome to you too. This your girl Lottie here at Tears and Wheat Road Show, where you show enough never know what you're gonna get, beloved. We are a spiritual reader, a channel messenger. We're gonna bring a mini message. Spirit gave us the number 6 1 1 1 1 1 1. 6 1s. And they said it's been a miscalculation. Oh, yeah, see, something out of order, right? Just picked up some more numbers. We're gonna bring a little lunch message. 231 is given. Yeah, that's 6. 231 is 6. So something about the number 6. And we picked up the energy of reward and recognition earlier today in the rising message. So I definitely feel like somebody's on the precipice of getting something good, or you did. Everybody is in different spaces. So I am picking up like somebody that may have come into their space. Hey, Robert, what up, though? What up, beloved? Hey, sister. Thank you so much for tapping in, Veronica. I is inspired to row. A beautiful person, y'all. If you're looking for somebody else to give you some great personal readings, please tap into Aya. She's the real deal, like for real, for real. What up, Robert? You from the D? What up, though? I appreciate you tapping in. This is a general collective message. It's gonna be a quick reading. It's gonna be like a mini. It's gonna be a mini. I feel like a major impact though. Mini with a major. So, Spirit been giving us an energy of like somebody is coming into something really big, and you could be faced with a situation where it's like if you don't respond right, it could fuck up for somebody. Like it's giving like the rest of your life. It's giving like some serious shit like that. So don't discount where you are, where the Spirit is taking you, and how everything is kind of stacking up and aligning for you. I'm getting hot all of a sudden. I was cold and then I'm hot. So now it's like a temperature change. We were picking up Libra with balancing. So thank you to the Alpha and Omega, the AO, for bringing this message. We be protected. Yes, let's go. Let's get it. We just gonna jump right into it. If this were your last day alive, what would you have done differently? You still have the chance to do things differently. Somebody getting another chance to do something different. And it's given, you don't need to explain or justify what you know to be true in your heart. This is your journey. This is your life. And enjoy every moment. Anything else in here, Spirit say no. Yeah. Trust is to be able to trust what you cannot yet see with your eyes. Use your imagination, create your dreams in your mind, and they will become clearer for you to see. And this is giving me like the principle of faith, right? To trust what you cannot yet see. And actually it's before faith, right? Because faith is the evidence of things not yet seen. So oftentimes faith comes after you have seen it. And to be like, damn, I believed it. Therefore, now I see the evidence of it now being manifest. So I have faith on those things. Like I can have faith going forward. So somebody may need to look over their life and see the evidence of what you saw in the past, what you prayed for. That is the evidence of what you prayed for that was not yet seen. So I'm getting a kind of twist on that principle. So think about that. What in your past has given you the awareness that you can get through? That what the Most High God has shown you, the AO has shown you, will be true. Yeah, it's something here. Black Moon Lilith is coming through. Black Moon Lilith is a geometric point in space where the moon is farthest from the earth in its transit. And we were talking about the moon phases today in terms of the moon coming out of the energy of Gemini, the zodiac sign of Gemini. It went into Gemini yesterday, January 27th. Today is the 28th. So it's giving me a traveling type of energy. Traveling into the zodiac sign of Cancer, the moon in Cancer. I'm feeling like some sort of magnified energy. The moon being very emotional, nurturing, having a feminine quality. Cancer also water, emotional, feminine qualities. So it's giving some sort of magnification, or the energy, the vibration of it. It's just like, I don't know, it's coming through in a different kind of way. Capricorn is coming through, which is significant because those who are here on the Rising Live heard us talk about how Capricorn is the opposite energy of Cancer. Cancer in one end, and then Capricorn is the opposing sign to Cancer. So it's something about this opposition, and it's giving me dual forces. We were picking up Libra as well, like being able to balance the scales, or to bring justice to some sort of situation, to bring balance, to bring harmony, right? So Capricorn is very serious, right? It could be like very, it's almost giving me like a stiff type of energy, you know. Tend to be people who are entrepreneurial mindsets, CEOs, ready to tackle a hard lesson. So you could be facing a very hard lesson. It's something with throat chakra. Spirits. I don't know. I don't know if y'all could read that. We literally, it's not like somebody is trying to close your throat. That's what I'm getting. My goodness. We take our power back over anything that comes against us. We ask the Alpha and Omega to strengthen us during this time. For somebody, the spirit may close your throat. And I know right now it's very hard to hear me. I'm trying to press through, but if I push too hard, then my throat chop, my vocal cords will shred, because it's just like whatever. They're not allowing me to speak. Black Moon Lilith. Okay, thank you. You wanted me to read this one? Thank you. Black Moon Lilith is a geometric point in space where the moon is farthest from. We read that, right? This point changes the zodiac sign every 9 months. So I don't know what that is. It's something going on. 9 is the number of completion. So this Black Moon energy could also be in play. I don't know where, you know, the moon was at 9 months ago, or what, how this plays into it. I would have to even study more to understand it. But it's given Black Moon Lilith represents a wild feminine energy. All of this feminine energy, the moon itself, and we were just talking about going into Cancer with that feminine energy. It could be something that wants to suppress the feminine energy voice, like stifle your throat to keep it closed. Whoever you are, you carry a strong feminine energy. You don't have to be a female. You could be. But if you are in this Lilith, Black Moon Lilith energy. I don't know if you've been gone for like a while from a place and you're returning to a place, or something happened about 9 months ago. If it's been a 9-month cycle for you, you could be, you know, getting ready to go into a 9-month cycle, and it could be very important for you. Like, it again is giving me the start of a cycle, right? So it could definitely be a 9-month cycle coming for somebody. You could be entering into it, or maybe you just did. And there's a shadow energy in here. It could be your energy that you need to face, learning how to balance, play in the gray. Don't be so black and white, so strict with things. Be flexible, adaptable, because I'm feeling major change is coming. Even miscalculations, misjudgments, miscommunication, all of these things are going to be important on how you learn how to navigate and how to handle it. Capricorns, during this huge transit known as the Saturn return, which also occurs every 27 to 29 years. 27 breaks down to 9, and it's something with this 9, the number 9 releasing. It's a cycle. I'm feeling a small cycle, like a mini cycle within a major cycle. So this is a mini with a major impact. Yeah, the sun. It's something in here. It's given Even with the sun, right? The sun changes zodiac signs approximately every 30 days. I don't know, like, where the sun sign right now is in what? This is the end of January, so January 29th. If it's not Aquarius, then it's getting ready to go into Pisces. Did we just leave Aquarius? And now we're into Pisces. It's water. Yeah, Chiron. Chiron is here, and Chiron talks about wounds in relationships. It also alludes to mental health situations that we need to take care of. It also wants you to process psychological truth so that you can come out stronger. This is to help you heal old wounds, right? Soul wounds, healing from deep pain. And deep pain can affect your disposition or the way that you see life. For somebody, it could be very black and white. It could be very this or that. It could also, be with how you feel like a leader should be. If you were an entrepreneur, if you are a CEO, again, how you balance things, being a lady boss type of energy, you may be heavy masculine and you may need to balance out your scales, right? So it's something with diplomacy, communication, dealing with emotional wounds, staying mentally sound that I feel is present here. But for somebody, it is, I'm seeing the word repressed. So you can have things going on with you that are repressed that Chiron itself is calling forward. This moon going into the sign of Cancer, being between Gemini and Cancer, just feels significant in its space. Gemini, again, you have to deal with that duality, right? Your masculine and feminine, your light and your dark, right? It's dealing with both. And then the other side of you, everybody got that other side, everybody got that twin within, so it's like dealing with that energy and whatever emotions that are being brought up because of this cycle that you're going into. Planetary retrograde is a factor. Mercury is getting ready to go into retrograde. We're getting ready to hit the pre-shadow retrograde energy if we are not currently already feeling it, right? So I've been sensitive to the pre-shadow retrograde energy of Mercury since that communication, the stuttering, the faltering, the miscalculation, the miscommunication, right? So it's definitely a time to slow down and to be clear. If you are a psychic, if you are a sensitive, if you are an empath, you could really feel the heightened energy of Mercury going into retrograde in this pre-shadow time frame. It's really been heightened. And I feel like whatever the stars are doing is just bringing us to a whole nother place. Yeah, see, it's all about sacred feminine energy. Y'all check this. Name for the Roman virgin goddess Vesta, right? This bright asteroid represents sacred feminine energy and carries a light at the end of the tunnel vibe. It's something about this sacred feminine energy. And look, Scorpio and Aquarius. So we just said we were coming out of Aquarius, right? And we do see Scorpio, which is another water energy, but it represents death and transformation and transitions. So yeah, it's definitely, and Aquarius is the water bearer, which a lot of people confuse as another water sign because they're always pouring out this big old spiritual picture of water, but it's air energy, and so it's giving a mix of air and water. Not only it's giving communication and knowledge that flows from the heavens, from a higher source, right? Like they're trying to tell you something. Uranus is coming through. And earlier, we didn't say Uranus when we pulled this card. The first time it came out, what did we say? Uranus. And then when we heard it back, we heard arraignment. So I don't know if somebody is going to go to jail. We did, or facing some sort of legal battle or legal suit. People face legal issues every day, so of course somebody is. But if it's significant to you, I don't know. But we did pick up some sort of communicative battle. If people don't hold their emotions, right? It could turn from verbal violence to physical violence. Somebody could end up with some sort of legal issue that could fuck up the rest of your cycle. It could actually fuck up the rest of your life, Everything that you have been working for is what Spirit said could be on the line for somebody with this situation if they don't manage these wounds. It's going to send you backwards. It says every astrological planet aside from the sun and the moon goes through retrograde. It says retrogrades are a great time to take a break from the fast-paced nature of your day-to-day life, reassess things, and set your intentions. Yeah, soulmate. See, that's that Gemini type of energy. It's given something in 4 and 9. It's a 13. That's a death card. That's Scorpio energy. That's a transformation. It's also allowing yourself to change in such a way where you balance out your energies. Again, whether it's your light and your dark, whether it's your feminine and your masculine. Like the two sides of you. Yeah, to change, to transmute. It's something about shedding old skin. The snake talks about wisdom. It talks about 44 is balance. That's a number of balance. This could also be something coming through from your past life or past cycles. Yeah, stay grounded and stay rooted at this time. I am picking up on pyramids, but I'm not going to go back to like ancient Kemetic or nothing like that. Somebody just sent me a video on something like that. And what they sent me was actually relative to a statement that we said in the Rising message. So I even had to tell them, like, the Spirit told us that it's waiting for somebody to come into activation. We were talking about the Great Awakener. We were getting that divine feminine energy, right? And it was given like, you know, when you come into activation and you get grounded in such a way, you will go somewhere, you will touch something, you will be activated, or you may even activate something on Gaia because of your awareness, because of your awakeness, because of your presence. And we also talked about the divine feminine energy, where a part of her power is that she doesn't have to say shit. Throat closed. She don't have to say anything. She can be silent, and her absence is felt, right? You will find out that people miss the fact that you're just not there. Your presence is no longer felt, and that's more detrimental to a lot of people than anything that you could say. So here it is, the Great Awakener. As we were talking about, we read this energy is right here, Uranus. Uranus, sometimes called the Great Awakener. So I don't know when Uranus is going to go in retrograde, because they just said on this card that every celestial or every astrological planet aside from the sun and moon goes through retrograde. So I don't know. We'll have to look that up, because now I'm curious. When will Uranus go into retrograde? And what does that mean for us? What up, Fred? Hey, Michael Ellis Singer, thank you so much for tapping in. Hey, Sun Sis, thank you so much, beloved. Hey, Natasha, thank you so much for tapping in. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, but this Great Awakener, Uranus, it brings a sense of drama. It's associated with unexpected change, a sudden transformation, just like that Scorpio card, the ability to transmute, right? Now don't change negative energy. Change it from positivity to light. And I just got this, but I don't know how many people think about it. How many people take light, and change it into dark? Like, you ever been around somebody and they could just change your whole mood? You go from being bright and sunny to downright fucking pissy because you done connected to somebody that changed your energy. So be careful of that. It says it is associated with unexpected change, innovation, discovery, liberation, and structural transformation. It can cause a lot of upheaval, whether it be personally, politically, systematically, and generationally. And we know, like, where we're at globally, just on a macrocosm, just on Gaia itself, we are all going through personal, political, systematic, and generational upheaval. It seems like everything across the globe, systems are changing and switching. People are fighting for sovereignty, like Greenland. Like you can't just come over and buy your fucking country because you fucking want it. It's wars, even more wars that's breaking out on top of the wars that we were already going through. The political climate is changing. I don't know if people in the U.S. understand that when the Supreme Court says that the president cannot be criminally charged for shit that he does in office, and now that he's in office and he's fucking going after people who he don't like, he cannot be charged for none of that shit. So what happened after the last time, look, it's gonna be completely different. It is the change of society, and people may not necessarily see it, and that is going to hit you personally. People are starting to feel those personal changes where they thought that maybe, oh, only these people, those people were going to be affected. No, all people are going to be affected. So it's almost like the great awakener, the nurturer, the alpha is saying, view yourself the same way that you would view another person. View that person as you see you. Can you see God in them the same way that you see God in you too? Because if you allow people to do that to a group of people, then you know that they will come and do that shit to you. They are preparing you mentally to put you through the same shit that you allowed them to do to other people, beloved. So think about that. Yeah, boundaries. Where are the boundaries and how are they placed? Especially around truth in these days. People don't want to hear the truth. It's like those messages are stifled, 33. So be careful. Everything is not made for TV. We've been talking about this water energy, and here it is. 1 and 8 is 9. It's something that's being released. So all of us being, off schedule, off cycle. Right? We are not on schedule. We are not on cycle. We are not flowing with the astrological planets. We are not aligning to nature in terms of how we count things. It's a miscalculation. And it keeps you off timing. And it keeps you off season. And when people start to think about that shit, then, and we start to change it, right, then we start to change this. And we know that there's no such thing as truly being lucky. It's about being in alignment and being guided. Chance favors the prepared. So how do you prepare? That's not luck. Air. That's that Aquarius. That's the communication, the love, the flow from the skies, from the heavens, trying to give people a clue. Calling out from the inside of you. Yeah, knowledge. To give you a clue. Calling out from the inside of you. Anything else? This one. Thank you. Meditate. Calling out from the inside of you. You can't hear it unless you tap into you. Anything else? Want to see this? No, that's it. All right. You sure? Yes, you sure? Got it. Let's this one? No. This one? Yes. This. I see the 4 of Wands. Today is January 28th, 2026, according to the calendar. That is the date. That means that today is, when I took the time snap, it was 111. So I caught 111 on 111, which is January 28 is 10, which breaks down to 1. 26 breaks down to 1. So it's 111. So I got 6 ones. Queen of Swords is coming through. She is an air sign. It feels like being smart, intelligent, knowledge, right? A warrior, somebody that knows. You could be a person that is very aligned to truth. You could be very strong in your energy. You are very battle tested. You got your heart on safety. You are considering in this position. Your sword is not up. You are not defensive of the future, but you are protected from anything that's coming from behind, from the past, beloved. Yeah, 2 of Pentacles is coming in. It's another card of balance. It's balancing the earth realm with the celestial. The energy of the sun and the energy of the earth. King of Pentacles, king of the earth. King of the money, the coins, the earthly materials. The essence. being able to take it out of the spirit, out of the thoughts, out of the imagination, right, and materialize it by balancing those elements. And the Eight of Wands is saying that you can do it. I'm also picking up acceleration, a lot of energy. For some people, I'm picking up a lot of magic being thrown at you. If you don't believe in magic, I pray that you learn to. I had to struggle because I almost said it sucks to be you. But that's not what I really, it is, but it's not. It just wasn't very kind to say it like that. I feel like people should believe in their magic. It is magic to you. It is magic in everything, right? So if you believe in magic, then you can believe on the things that you cannot yet see. You can have faith that the things that you imagine can somehow be manifested in this 3D reality. So it's very hard to have faith if you don't believe in magic, because you don't know how the Most High God is going to manifest it. Emperor, you don't know how the Omega is going to do it, or how did they do it. And if you meditate, you can go get your instruction from them that already did it, performed it through you, and show you and tell you what to do. Knowledge. So if you have that practice, then you are tapping into your Akashic records, and you are tapped into obtaining and qualifying for your Akashic inheritance. Yeah, Ten of Swords, betrayal. You done been through some shit. Ten of Swords is that air, and it's given like, for somebody, you done learned about it. Yeah, see, Two of Swords. You know something, but you got to make a decision. And that's why I'm getting like, you need to learn how to play in the gray. It's not going to be all this, and it's not going to be all that. It's a blend. It's somewhere in the middle. And that's why I'm getting Capricorn, right? They are ruled by the planet Saturn. And it says, which teaches patience and guide them towards their inner authority. That's going inside to get your messages, to get your guidance. This is a challenging time. But if we can get through it, we can experience our wildest dreams, beloved. King of Wands. Yeah, see, if you can get through this challenging time, then you can experience your wildest dreams. And Leo did come up earlier. Yeah, see, Six of Swords. If you can move forward with peace, get through this challenge, you'll experience your wildest dreams. Like, you get on this boat and you move away from the chaos and the conflict right into your destiny. And people be like, this is a stroke of luck, but it's not a stroke of luck. You've already prepared for it. You did the work. Because again, chance favors the prepared. Moving in peace and being prepared is going to allow you to beat out the competition. That's the way that they placed it. And now we see a Knight of Cups, a love offer, could be from the spirit to a Queen of Cups energy. That's definitely a water sign. So the way that you navigate these waters, and that's what we've been talking about, navigating these waters. Six of Swords, moving away from conflict, moving towards peace. It changes the wheel. It gives you some sort of advantage, a leg up over the competition. It protects you. It does. It protects you. And for somebody, I'm getting, keep your aura up. Nine of Cups, that's the promise fulfilled. And it's a challenge here. If you don't protect yourself and protect your energy, then you could fuck around and miss your wish fulfillment week. You could miss your destiny. You could miss your promise. You came to fulfill something, to do something. It's a contract here. Yeah, judgment. You need to make the right decision. What are you looking at? What are you focused on? Where are you going to put that seed at? The Fool card says it's some sort of risk you might need to take. Three of Swords. I don't know if you are heartbroken or if you're going to have to take the risk, even though you feel a kind of way. You may feel a kind of way. You may feel not all the way like super nervous like the Nine of Swords or Eight of Swords and being trapped in your mental, but it could just be like, shit, I gotta do it. It could be a little bit of anxiety. It could be nervousness. It could be still the healing heart in the wounds that you need to address. Yeah, Three of Wands is plans here. But it's giving me breakout energy with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very passionate. They go for it. And they don't always wait to know all the information. They get the assignment, boom, they take the fuck off at their earliest opportunity to go. Yeah, and it's definitely about work. So I do feel breakout energy. I did hear the word viral. If you are a content creator, somebody could be going viral or your shit could be fucking taking off. It really could. Seven of Cups. You may be, I don't know if you're working a lot of options or just confused about something. Yeah, see, there's the Nine of Swords. Now, that's the stress. That's the fuckery. And I don't know if this is other people. You're stressing out others. Why are others stressed, Spirit? Because the wheat is moving towards their destiny, towards wish fulfillment. You're about to fulfill this contract. And it's given, you're going to activate something. You're going to go somewhere. You're going to travel somewhere. Even with this Six of Swords, the boat is like going somewhere. Wherever you're going, it could be overseas. It could be to a different land, a foreign land. You could be returning somewhere, past life energy, to a place where your ancestry is, or you used to be in a past life cycle, but you're an activating agent, and wherever the fuck you go, when you touch this thing, it's going to awaken something. I can't make it up. It's something here with this decree. This is your decree. This is what you've been given from the Most High God to work on. And it's definitely something about balancing your energy, integrating your energy, or you will be integrating with another person, collaborating, interdependency. It's turning into 10 Pentacles. That's legacy. The spirit of truth, the infinite intelligence, the King of Swords is here to tell somebody something. Yeah, it's bringing a message from the spirit, the Hierophant, right on down the stairs from heaven, the upper realms. They could be helping you turn into a warrior, Knight of Wands. They could be even showing you how to fight better, more efficiently. Right? The moon, that moon energy, how to work with it instead of raging against it. Look, both of them, the moon and the sun, in balance. Like the energy of both of them, there's that Scorpio. It's a death. I mean, like that's the transition. And it's leading to strength. Look at all these major arcanas. Major arcanas. When I say major, I don't know what this is. Just, I mean, I feel it again globally on a macrocosm and on a microcosm. That's what it was saying, right? Where's Uranus? It's down here. But they said personally, politically, systematically, globally, right? All of these various different levels of change and feeling this energy is going to show up in so many different ways. So watch how this energy comes through, how it affects you, business, relationships with yourself, and interpersonal, beloved. So think about it. Balancing this energy of the sun and the moon. They gave us a card that said throat chakra. Sun and the moon, yes. Balance it. I do hear justice is coming. I'm hearing they work together. Like how the sun shines on the moon, and that's what, you know, when the moon is facing, or the phenomenon that makes the moon appear to be fully luminescent, right? Turning to face the sun is what it's given. Turning to face the sun. Somebody may have you turned around facing something dark, and the spirit wants you to turn within. I'm getting to almost find your light. That's what I'm picking up. It's getting ready to reveal to somebody how to win over a fight, how to fight this fight. This 6 major arcana is coming out together just feels so heavy. The sun, the moon with justice. The Scorpio, the strength, and the judgment. In all of these, their position, I see the 6 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune poking out. I see your protection, but I see your promise is here in the challenge. I do see 3 of Cups. They picked the deck up and left the Hangman. That's significant. It is people that you are connected with. Queen of Cups. It could be something about how you deal in relationships, and that's a part of your journey. 8 of Cups. 10 of Wands, like what is causing the issues, the burdens, the stress, the heaviness, and even the yoke that you carry, and that you have help, because in this light seer deck, the yoke and everything that you're carrying, like all of the baggage, all of everything that you are packing, everything that you're taking with you, you have a buffalo, a spiritual help to help you. Yeah, that's true. Ace of Swords. Look, it's some sort of toxicity. That's that Capricorn energy that we were talking about, right? And the grief. So I don't know if this is just fear, if it's nervousness, if it's just being you being scared, if it's other things that could be like insecurity, if it's other dark, negative, low vibrational spirits that will want to stop you, to close your throat, so that you don't say what you need to say, you don't profess what you need to profess, you don't proclaim what you need to proclaim. I'm hearing proclamation. I'm hearing some sort of declaration, right? It's giving me, yeah, like a proclamation, declaration shit. That's what it's giving. Divine feminine energy. See, when she speaks and she says a certain thing, whoever you are is giving, is calling in something, is activating something. You're going to go there, Chariot, another major arcana. You're going to go there, you're going to touch something. When your feet hit the soil, when it touches the ground, when you put your hands on a certain thing, when you speak to this certain thing. I don't even know if you know that you know the words to say. I feel like the infinite intelligence is going to bring them shits up out your soul. I say it's like from the spirit, it's just going to flow in and flow up. It could be the thing that you are supposed to touch speaks to you to tell you, to remind you of what you need to say to it, so that you both come back into activation. I don't know, but the shit feels major. That's all I'm getting. I'm telling you, it's something that you're supposed to touch, to come into contact with, something you're supposed to integrate with, something that you're supposed to activate. And I'm feeling it's balance, is you integrating yourself and doing this shit, getting under the way, being prepared to go wherever spirit is taking you, and it's going to just make shit go a whole, I can't even tell y'all what I'm feeling. It feels, like I said, cosmic. It's not just what you're going through in your personal life. It's not just what we're going through as a society in the Americas. It's not what we're just going through as a global community and the whole environment on Gaia. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. It goes way back further than that. It's given like a reset, an awakening in this space and time. People have been talking about it like the Great Awakening, but I feel like they really don't really understand what that really means. Which one do you like, beloved? This one? This? Okay. So, we're going to get a prayer. Elements do mix. Some people don't believe it. But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. So, it's definitely something about new strength, because the strength card is here. Trust is here. Trust is a part of faith. You need to have trust in order to have faith. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in them. Yes, trust in moving towards peace. That's the Six of Swords. Anything else in here? They said no. 15, 13, I'm seeing 28, which is 10, right? And then 40, 31 is 71, which is the 8. That's the number of the infinite. Romans could be significant. A lot of the cards that we read in terms of this moon energy, the 12 phases of, the astrological chart, a lot of it talks to Roman mythology. So, and I was picking up something older, older society, but I wasn't really getting like ancient Commission. I wasn't getting Egyptian. I wasn't getting early Americas. So it could be Roman. And I do feel like the fall of Rome, which is kind of eerie, but like when we said, with the changes on the political scene and the decisions that the Supreme Court is making, is the signs of the fall of democracy. If you follow history and you see how other democratic societies fail, you will see something very eerily similar to what's happening in today. And the thing about it is that people don't read history, they don't study. First of all, in the Americas, we don't fucking support reading history or true telling of history. They segment and fragment it, so it's very difficult. Or you have to go to higher institutions like college and be like on a collegiate journey to get it. If you are not an avid studier and you just read history for the fuck of it, you would not be able to put the pieces together. A lot of people use shit all out of context. Oh, you're a socialist and you're a communist, but they don't even understand what that shit is. They just say it because it's a political talking point that they picked up from somewhere else. So they're using it out of context because they don't understand the definition. If you don't know what it means, then you cannot recognize it, what is happening to you in the current day. That's exactly why we as African Americans could see what the fuck ICE was getting ready to do, because that shit has been prominent. That's not nothing new. Not to our community, it's not. Not to the brown community, period. It's not. It's not anything new. But for those who fight for that shit, you just didn't think it would happen to you. When anxiety was great within me, your consolation brought me joy. And we did see them 9 of swords. And we were saying we were getting some sort of nervous energy, right? But wherever you're going and what you're going to do, I'm feeling you're taking and being able to garner the strength of those 3 of swords and its toxicity and to use it. Like, you're going to use it. And it's like shit being at your back, right? Because this devil energy, the way it is behind the back of this empress, right, it's giving like something could be trying to stop you from doing whatever you're gonna do, say, be, travel, whatever this decree is, whatever your work is. Because this 8 of Pentacles to this Ace of Pentacles is 9 Pentacles. You're going to do something. And I feel like, you know, either you don't know exactly all of what it is, what the energy of this is, you're going to have to get revelation. And it's also like, don't wait for other people to see what you're seeing in order to keep going, right? Other people may not get it. Like us, we know we different. A lot of people may not get what the fuck we're talking about. They don't understand the concepts. They haven't studied the history, so it's not going to come together for them. And we understand that. If you on the Aquarius energy, a lot of people are not going to understand that because they still vibing with the energy of Pisces, and it's a different vibe. Pisces is water on the earth, where Aquarius is water of the sky, of the heavens. It's a different flow. So this worship the Lord. You don't want me to say that? Oh, you don't want to say that either? Oh, yeah, because they are Pisces related. I get it. Pisces, the 2 fishes, is represented by a certain particular deity that a lot of people worship, and we just don't subscribe to that. We're not religious. Y'all already know that. So, anything else you would like? This one, and then we're gonna call it. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. We do. Thank you, sister. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Black Cherry, what up, sister? I miss you. Thank you so much for tapping in. Hey, Robert. Yeah, Mortal Engines. Right? It's like, yeah, family line. It's something with your heritage, and I'm getting indigenous. Like, where you're not. I can't say just indigenous to the Americas, right? Because it's not just that. But it's given something in your family line. I release all inherited patterns. There you go. What are the inherited patterns that your family line has taken on that's causing some sort of grief and suffering? Instead of choosing to embody the highest expression of your lineage's potential. Some shit was given to you by other people, and you may not understand how that shit is leading you to your detriment. I said what I said, and I fucking meant it. So if you don't like it, move around, beloved. I'm not the person for you, and I'm perfectly good with it. Perfectly good with it. We lost some, we gonna lose some. You're gonna lose some, and you're gonna get the ones that are supposed to be with you. I feel like I went right past that card, did I? Yes, okay. Thank you. Space clearing. Yep. You're going to lose some. Space going to be made. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Thank you. I got to go open the door. Space clearing. I bless my surroundings with cleansing light, clearing away all negativity and restoring energetic balance. Y'all give me 2 seconds while I open the door. I'll be right back. Got to open the door for some more people to come in. And we are back. Thank y'all for giving me your grace. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, divine birthright and spiritual gifts and understanding. So all 3 of these, right? You can get your divine birthright, right? Once you get some understanding and you are starting to operate on your spiritual gifts. Some things have been put in place to keep you out of alignment, to keep you off time, to keep you out of season. Do you want this? Hands of light. My hands are sacred conduits. I told you. And I just felt like activating your hand chakras, like through clapping, right? Like when we clap, when we sing, when we praise, there's an activation here, right? You're calling something to be. And we talked about ASL earlier and why the spirit won't allow me to say certain things in sign language because they're closely associated with mudras and your hands are a conduit. So they're like, you can't say that. You can't sign that. They're like, ooh, but I want to sign it so bad. They're like, no, but I could say this though. Y'all know what I mean. Anywho, my hands are sacred conduits of universal energy, radiating healing and creative power into the world. Whatever you're going to touch, you're going to activate something. Your presence is felt, right? And not only is your presence felt, but your absence is powerful. So get that. Your presence is felt and your absence is powerful. So wherever you're present at, you're going to activate something. You're going to a specific place. It could be in the Pacific for somebody because Pacific was getting ready to come out. I don't know why I'm hearing Pacific Islands. You could be called to somewhere like the islands in the Pacific. Yeah, we have always been called or drawn to Hawaii. I don't know why, but I think they are in the Pacifics. Pacific Islanders. Tell me if I'm wrong. What up, Lauren G? You struggling today trying to clear your energy? Listen to some singing bowls. I instantly heard singing bowls. I'm hearing 532, 432 hertz, 535, 532, 5 something. Listen to singing bowls. Sovereignty is coming through. You are a sovereign energy. I am sovereign. I'm a sovereign being, free to exist in alignment with my highest truth. It's coming back into alignment with your highest truth. Yeah, and it's something about your daily choices and the things that you do. Not only from nutrition, but to meditation, to deep breathing, to keeping your mind decluttered, mind training, keeping your space decluttered. I'm picking up a lot. It's all about preparation on a daily basis. You don't know when this is going to show up and shape out in a way where the timing now meets your preparation. That wheel is changing. Boom, it feels like a stroke of luck and you're off to the races. You're going somewhere. You may not think that you're going anywhere. That could be the furthest thing from your mind. You could be like, I just got settled in. Or I ain't planning on going nowhere. I ain't moving. I plan to be here for years. Spirit said that's not true. You may even feel something calling inside of you. If you haven't heard your call yet, somebody is getting ready to. But I feel like you have, whoever I'm speaking to. And I do feel like you have a call towards inner peace, the 6 of Swords. You want to go somewhere where you feel peace. And you know you have a higher purpose. You know that there is a decree. There's something for you to do. And I'm feeling confident here. It could be in your natural beauty, just in yourself, just as a being of creation, an expression of the Most High God. It's something about that. And maybe you need to be confident and rooted and grounded within you to make these moves, to be strong enough to be like, I'm packing up the rest of this fear, this anxiety, this little bit of angst that I'm feeling and take it with me. Yeah. Light body activation, coming to alignment. My body vibrates with pure love, anchoring the frequencies of ascension into the physical plane. Yeah, activate it. You are going to activate something and something is going to activate you. Even if you feel like you're already activated, there's a deeper level. And there's something that you're supposed to do. And if you feel like you're losing people, it's because the spirit is clearing away things off of you. I'm hearing cutting the cords, untethering you so that you can be sovereign. You can be free to go and do the thing. You may not realize it. You may feel a kind of way. You may even feel like you got the devil on your back, some sort of low vibrational entity that is coming after you. It could be representing itself in people and problems and, all of these situations and complications, things that are pulling on your heartstring all the way up to like 10 fucking swords, beloved. With the 3 of swords and the 10 of swords, that is like 13 swords. That's enough to send your ass through a transformation. Okay, but somebody is gonna get that discernment, and I'm seeing evil eye. I'm seeing somebody that's envious around you. Yeah, you're stepping into your multi-dimensional self. Again, that's balancing. This is multi-dimensional. This is you, your higher self, is you, your other side of you. The higher self, yeah, somebody don't like that shit. Yeah, and it's gonna bring in opportunities. When your preparedness meets the right timing, the opportunities open up. Opportunities arrive in the perfect timing, opening new doors to expansion and fulfillment, right into your higher purpose. So during this time, please issue forgiveness. We do see regeneration. I call forth divine intelligence within my DNA. Activating my body's natural ability not only just to heal, but the healing is not like emotional wounds, soul wounds, physical body, but it's something on earth, on Gaia in general, that you're going to heal, beloved. Anything else? We're saying no. So right now we get cleansing. Cleanse your aura. Confidence. Something could be coming against you to make you not feel so confident in yourself and your ability to do this thing. It feels like it's big, it's major, right? And so people or things could just not want you to feel like you're confident. If depending on who you are, you could have struggled with confidence your entire life. It could be the message, it could be the different energies that are trying to tap it down and beat down your confidence so that you don't feel strong enough, worthy enough, big enough to take on this thing. But if you can get through that lesson week, or just garner the strength to take that insecurity with you, to use it as a galvanizing force and remind yourself that you can do it. I have faith on the things that I cannot yet see. I believe. I believe in my magic. I believe in the magic of the glory of the Alpha and the Omega to make its presence known, to make it seen. That's what I'm getting. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all so much for sticking it through. Healing energy, I'm telling you, it's something that you're going to heal. It's something that you're going to touch. Hands of light. Healing hands. Healing energy. Radiating healing energy. Ain't that what that say? Radiating healing. Healing energy. You could be a person that's here to minister onto something, and you get wisdom from the upper realms, and it comes from within. You have enlightened eyes. Something about being here on earth, acting with wisdom. Use your information for the highest good. Using it for the highest good. Right? And that's what I'm getting, like a higher purpose. Whatever you get, you're going to use it for the highest good. And you're not going to stick around and wait for everybody to understand it. You're going to go and do your thing. And that's what you're supposed to do. This one. This. See, vulnerability and freedom. You're being cut loose so that you can be free. And there's something about her reaching up and touching that star. It's like you on a whole nother level. It's giving Aquarius vibes. It's giving the star vibes, like understanding, being tethered, that you are connected to it, and the belief that you could reach up and touch it. That's what, yeah, the belief that you could reach up and touch it. Trust your own wisdom. Have faith. Have faith, beloved, in your psychic impressions. What is the spirit showing you? What are they telling you? What are you getting from the upper realms? What is that spiritual essence, that spiritual flow, the water from the heavens pouring down over you into your bowl, into your cup, and causes it to overflow? That's that Aquarius energy. A lot of people not going to understand that shit. They not going to get it. For you, have discernment. Because a lot of people, if you got that energy, you got that magic like that, a lot of people will try to use you for their own benefit, or a lot of people will try to hold you back. They will try to keep you from doing the work that you came to do. Higher purpose. You want this one? This. Yeah, look. Tune into the divine will. Open to higher illumination. You just gonna go higher and higher and higher. Higher and higher and higher. Intuition and downloads. You're getting information straight from the upper realms. And it's given, they said, if you, I said they're calling out to you. I didn't say shit. We didn't say a fuck thing. What did we say? We didn't say nothing. Anywho, they said it's something calling out from the inside of you, is exactly what they said. Intuition and downloads. Look, it's time to let go and prepare for change. What did they say earlier? Chance favors the prepared. When you get prepared and things line up the way that they're supposed to, the divine is given. It's up to you. When you get prepared, then everything else will start to organize itself around you. When you get prepared, everything will organize itself around you. We gonna get it. We done. 6 soul seconds. We don't want to read that. Yes, we're not. Inner child healing. Chiron is on the table. Stand in your power. Be true to yourself and act with wisdom. That's it. Somebody don't want you to say shit though. And we rebuke anything that comes against our throat chakra, against your throat chakra. Thank you. Whatever is coming against your throat chakra, rebuke it and speak your truth. Anything else in here? No. We want to check this though. Peacock, spiritual eyes, spiritual sight, wisdom beyond your years. Just know shit, and you probably don't even understand how you know it. It is revelation. Huh. Guess what? Uranus goes into retrograde. Uranus ends retrograde motion on February 4th, 2026. So that means Uranus is probably already in retrograde. The distant planet Uranus will end its retrograde motion and appear to move forward again across the night sky on February the 4th. This backward motion is only an optical illusion caused by Earth passing Uranus in its orbit around the sun. So when did it start? Because we've been feeling retrograde energy. And we knew that Mercury was coming up. Did it start? When did it start? Because I definitely know it says it ends on February 4th. Guess what? Uranus retrograde in the sign of Taurus from November 8th, 2025 to February 4th. So it's kind of giving me the energy that we've been kind of, it's explaining why we've been feeling this energy. Why we have been feeling this way, because we did not know when it started, but we were getting the energy of retrograde, like seriously. This planetary retrograde, and where is Uranus? It's down here. Here he is. This. Wow. It definitely will shake up some shit. So if you have been feeling a little bit insecure and a lack of confidence, this could be definitely why, beloved. Yeah. It's like as Uranus will re-enter Taurus on November 8th, completing its retrograde journey in the earthly ground. It has been reshaping since 2018. So has Uranus been in retrograde? Yeah, I don't think it's been since 2018, so that's odd. We'll double check, like cross-reference our information, because we don't just take nobody's one run through as truth. You gotta make sure that you double check and cross-reference. Yeah. Something about the number 19. It says the retrograde completes when Uranus stations direct on February 4, 2026 at 19 degrees of the zodiac sign Taurus. This cycle invites us into a season of review, integration, and inner awakening. Uranus, the planet of revolution, innovation, and freedom, rarely moves quietly. Even when in retrograde, it brings disruption, sudden clarity, and the impulse to break free from what no longer supports growth. Yeah, that is wild. And according to this, it says it started retrograde on September 26th in the sign of Gemini. And we talked about the moon being in Gemini as of yesterday, January 27, 2026. So how the spirit led us down this line, it's just coming together. It's ingredients. So now it says November 8th, 2025, it went into Taurus. And then February 4th, it will go direct again in the sign of Taurus. So that's crazy. I would love to spend more time like researching that, but we're not going to do it live on the channel. You know what I'm saying? We're just not. But it's something about this. If you guys are interested to find out and understand more about like digging into the energy and what's going on astrologically and how is it affecting us here on Gaia, whether it's personally, politically, systemically, interpersonally, all of those things, then check it out. You know, because the calendars and the way they got shit set up is really just not what it's supposed to be. You got to take everything kind of like with a grain of salt because the information is so fragmented and separated, right? We really just have to pull the pieces together again like ingredients. That's what I'm kind of getting. But right now, I do feel something major for somebody happening. So it's definitely a season of trusting, and it's given like finding new strength. Isaiah 40:31 is coming through. Again, Romans, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace. Trust in them, Alpha Omega. Romans 15:13. And I'm hearing that saying like when in Rome, you know, it's a thing. But it's something about, you know, understanding the history of Rome and the fall of, you know, their society. If you could take lesson or understand what they went through, then you might understand the political climate around you. It helps us with our discernment and to make better decisions for the collective, not just one group over another group, because honestly, we all one big human family, a spiritual family. We are all creation. We are whole and complete. So anything that you will vote for to happen to another person, you also co-sign in that same treatment onto you. So if you don't want to see that shit happen to you, then I suggest you don't co-sign that shit for nobody else. Because it will happen to you. It will. We definitely are in a very, very critical point in how we communicate, how we fight, how we are warriors in this day, how we are advocates right now will make a huge difference. It's given an inflection point in this time, and it's critical. Again, like they said, if this is your last day alive, they started with this card in this dream deck. We just shuffled it, and they said that they meant it, so therefore they're calling it back. If this was your last day, what would you have done differently? What would you do different if this was your last day here, beloved? Scorpio energy. When you look back and you reflect and you evaluate, what would you do different? And considering that you are resurrecting this day, we got Sagittarius. Considering that you still have the opportunity, you are resurrecting this day. You have an opportunity to choose. You have an opportunity to choose. You don't gotta justify shit. Don't make excuses and tell yourself what you can't do or why it's not possible. Remind yourself that it is. If they showed it to you, then they will perform it through you. It is possible. It's possible for you. The spirit will protect you. Sagittarius is represented by a centaur, half human, half horse. The sign of Sagittarius is the magnificent archer of the zodiac. Sagittarians are skilled at bringing life's major issues into full perspective. Very generous and jovial. They will give you the shirt off their back to anyone in need. Because of this, Sagittarians must be careful of overextending themselves and being too quick to make decisions. I'm hearing quick to judgment. So, and I see truth is poking out. So, quick to judgment and boundaries is here. Protection. You may need to protect yourself, Queen of Swords. Something could be cleansed from your energy. The Most High God could be telling you to do it. They may be using your spiritual gifts to bring you a message. Claircognizant. That's your gut. That's your awareness. My aura radiates pure light, free from attachments, distortions, and burdens of the past. Where's the distortion? Somebody quick to judgment, illumination. You're going to see it. You're going to be brought to illumination. It says they are ruled by the planet Jupiter. Sagittarians are ruled by the planet Jupiter. They are ready and willing to have a good time and can often forget about their responsibilities. They also have an uncanny ability to land on their feet in tough situations. So if you have these tendencies, or if you are under the sign of Sagittarius, be careful of overextension. Be careful of being quick to judgment, right? And making sure that as you have your leisure time, that you are also balancing that with your responsibilities. And it's also giving something with tempering, you know. Yeah, I see friendship here in stormy weather. So this could be a relationship, a friendship, a situation where things, you have to navigate these waters. But look, safe travel. And it's safe travel through the waters. I do hear that spiritual. God is gonna trouble the waters. But I'm also getting like the message, like in Christian theology, where the messenger would sleep on the boat throughout the storm, and others that were with them were saying, how could you be sleeping so at peace when the waters are so turbulent? And that's what I believe he said, that according to that work, they said, you know, ye of so little faith, or something like that. It's kind of like, why are you so disturbed? Do you not understand that which command the winds and the waves? It's the principle, it's the spirit of that message. Like, if you understand that which controls the elements, that has its hands on all of creation itself, you would not be afraid if there is a storm, or the waters get a little rocky or rough, because it doesn't even matter. You are here on a temporary time frame, and you never know the time, right? You are having a human experience, right? So yeah, you can be on a boat, you can be out in the water, it can get rough, and you may not necessarily feel, you know, you don't have to feel unsafe. You can know that it's I don't know why I'm getting somebody that doesn't feel safe, right? So it's like they don't feel safe because they don't trust. No matter where I am on Gaia, it doesn't matter, in period. I know that I'm safe. I could be grounded in the air. We just kind of talked about this recently. I can be grounded in the air. I could be grounded on the water, right? I could be grounded as I'm sitting in the middle of fire. I can come out that fire and not be burned. I don't smell like smoke. I know that there's something in there that sustains me. It wouldn't matter if I'm on a cruise ship in the middle of the Pacific on my way to sailing to Hawaii or the Pacific Islands, and that bitch sink. So what? I just go back. You know, I shed the human, and I'm still me. I'm still me. I'm still me, despite the humanness, despite the fleshly shell that my soul, my essence is in, that is me. Like, it's all me. I can't go anywhere. I'm immortal. Just like the Ayo that made me, I'm omnipresent. I'm everywhere. I'm multi-dimensional. Some people don't think it makes sense, but that's because they don't let their mind stretch far enough. How can you be afraid to you know what I'm saying? It's like you release fear, period. 9 of Cups. And you have to be able to release the fear to get to your wish fulfillment. You have to be able to untether yourself from these earthly attachments. And being concerned about where you're going to go or what's going to happen to you is an earthly thing. That's an earthly attribute. When you're in your spiritual self, you know that you are omnipresent. You know that you are everywhere at the same time. There's no such thing as not being here. There's no such thing as not being here now. Like all is now and everything is connected. And when you get that from a very foundational place, then you stop questioning. Yeah, when you get that, then you got it. You are ready to go. Safe travels. To the next now, we will see you guys for the evening live. We will. We're going to do some minis. We're going to do some minis that will have a major impact for somebody. And hopefully you guys will touch in. Happy Wednesday. Wonderful week Wednesday. Until then, we love you guys so much. We thank you for stopping by, for staying. Hey, Melissa. Thank you so much. Hey, Crystalline. Thank you guys so much for tapping in just to say hi. I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do a little bit more research and some homework and see what I come out in terms of Uranus and this retrograde. And even, you know, I think it's going to either be ending right before we go into Mercury retrograde. It could be ending its retrograde as we are entering Mercury's pre-shadow retrograde. I'm feeling like the combination of energies and its heightened, you know, magnified vibration and frequencies is what it's giving me. So yeah, it's something that we need to kind of think about or be aware of. You want this one? And which one? This one? Okay. What they give us? Cut the cords. I told you somebody is being cut. And I don't know if it's this. Look, Black Moon Lilith is back, right? So definitely feminine energies. Cutting the cords is here. So, and yeah, seek soul satisfaction, fan a flame of inner happiness. And the first time we saw this card, they wouldn't even let us read it. But I guess it just wasn't the right timing, beloved. Everything has a time to it. Everything has a time. And I just feel so off because I know that it's something with the time. It's miscalculated. It's miscalculated. It's off. And it's given off by 1. And it's so something so significant by being off by 1 degree, beloved. 1 degree, 1 millimeter. It may seem so insignificant, but it is so major. It's one of those minis that have a major impact. Because if we were 1 degree away from the sun from where we were, this would be an ice rock. You know what I mean? Like, it's precise. And that measurement makes a difference. So when people start messing with time and calculation and create a global society where everything is operating out of sync and out of time, I'm seeing the word nefarious. I'm seeing insidious. I'm seeing malicious intent. Malicious intent. We'll dig into it on one of the minis later. To the next time. You want to say something else? Yes. Spirit said all are off. I'm hearing every one of the religious systems are off. And they're designed to keep the populace out of timing. That's what I heard. To the next now. Love you so much. Ashe, beloved.